The United Nations, or UN, was founded almost 70 years ago, with a membership of more than 190 states. The UN plays a prominent role in today's major international issues. Despite its long history and prestige, the UN faces constant criticism for poor management and lack of good governance.
For the last 20 years or more, the United Nations has had a zero budget growth policy. Zero growth in budget. So when the demands on the UN are growing, the capacity of the UN to deliver is diminishing.
Kishore, who once was the president of the UN Security Council, noted that management positions in international organizations have long been in the hands of the West. These Western countries, which constitute some of the biggest donors, believe that their interests are better served if multilateral institutions are weakened by squeezing their budgets and restraining their capacity to overshadow Western powers. Additionally, Kishore has reprimanded the work of UN for lacking accountability.
But as you know, in 1994, even though the UN was given warnings that a genocide was about to break out in Rwanda, the UN Security Council did nothing. And by doing nothing, 800,000 people died in Rwanda.
Locally, our own international organization, ASEAN, with lesser leverage than the UN, also shows clear signs of poor governance and a lack of transparency.
I believe that ASEAN has a big problem with disseminating information. A lot of research has been done on the progress of the AEC, as well as the challenges like non-tariff barriers. A significant amount of money has been poured into such projects, but this information has never been disclosed to the public.
The ASEAN Secretary-General has observed that ASEAN leaders make a lot of agreements. They hold meetings in their thousands each year. But when real work has to be done, ASEAN Secretary-General Suwin Pitsuwan said that only about 30% is completed. This will become a problem after the ASEAN Economic Community is formed, because a 30% achievement rate is not enough.
Bundit also suggested that ASEAN has to incorporate more public voice in their decision-making process so that their actions are transparent and representative of the actual needs of ASEAN citizens.
Accessibility, accountability, dissemination of information and exchange of ideas in ASEAN are still very bureaucratic. The current structure takes the form of leaders to citizens, but there should be more citizens to leaders as well, so there are mutual exchanges, not just from the top down but also from the bottom up.
Kishore has compared the globalized relationship between countries to hundreds of cabins on the same cruise liner. Good governance in international organizations is therefore vital when attempting to lead countries out of crisis. ASEAN has to be more accountable and transparent, and Bundit stressed that achieving good governance is one of the main challenges facing the next ASEAN Secretary General. Bundit, Thai PBS.